challenge, Madden Ultimate Team.
And most general players. Additional information is also provided at the guest service booths located on the 100 and 300 levels.
The Jaguars offense ready to go. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, unfortunately, not the result that... And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results you're looking for, but there's always next time. We'll see you next time right here on the... And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Too bad. Can't win them all, though. Come back. The Jaguars offense ready to go. It's 1st and 10.
18 loves to go deep. Put a body on him. Put a body on him. Single.
Mayfield on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Powerful running.
Missed.
He will not go down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, it didn't work out this time, but there's always next time. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not the results you wanted, but the good news, practice. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking. The Jaguars offense ready to go. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to Fournette. Shedding the tackle. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Well, unfortunately. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Too bad. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Detroit!
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Being chased out left. Nifty move. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. It didn't work out this time, but there's always next time. And we'll see. The Jaguars offense ready to go. It's 1st and 10.
Gun!
1st down, Mayfield. That escapes the sack. And some room to roam now. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Not the results you wanted, but the good news. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Fournette on the counter. Oh, able to avoid him. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Well, unfortunately, not the reason. the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Double tight. Hey!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Adams. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results. The Jaguars offense ready to go. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Too bad. Can't win them all, though.
Are available for any guest requiring special assistance. Please contact a guest service ambassador for information.
And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10.
Tight end. 3 down. Hey, check.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Run.
The tackle there by Mark Barron. Didn't work out this time, but there's always next time. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not the results you wanted. The Jaguars offense ready to go. It's 1st and 10.
Roger. Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And now running right through him. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Well, unfortunately. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results you're looking for. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Gun!
To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Too bad. Can't win them all, though. Come back, try. The Jaguars offense ready to go. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. DeForest Buckner.
Remember, if you have a lost child, please contact guest services or security.
And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And still fighting. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. All right, nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Good job on this Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
That didn't work. The Jaguars offense ready to go. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 30.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time. All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Back to throw. Past the 20. Jerry Rice open right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 39 that time. Stepping up, he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Nice job. Congratulations, defeating the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Check. 4 down.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Kill.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves a chain. Back to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. He'll look to throw.
Get him, boy. Get him.
A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. He's back to throw. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Telvin Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. So that does it. Put this one in the books. A successful Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. See you next time.
Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville...
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Patriot offense set to go as they've got it 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. 4 down.
Wait, 20.
They run with a rookie. This is Sony Michel. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom.
Like 20.
Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Big play there on 3rd down for the Pats. 48 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know, one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
White 20. White 20.
On play action, it's Brady. Allen's got it complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that one got close quickly. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Regular. White 20. White 20. 4 down. Go.
Now a play fake. Brady. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Watch you now, Barney.
Check nickel.
Mayfield to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Throwing, Mayfield. Caught on the right side by Adams. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
4 down. Check. Double tight.
2nd down, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zach Ertz as the first half is winding down. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Blue 20, green 80. Right, we get.
The final shot before half for Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Steps away to his left. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Shotgun now for Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch for the All-Pro Gronk. And a first down.
Well, there it is. Brady connecting with Gronk, but at this stage of the game, this is kind of late for them. I'm used to this happening right out of the gate.
Yeah, and we were thinking we would see this Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Right 20! Right 20!
Play action. Now it's Brady. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Mike 56! Mike 56!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Now Fournette.
They're coming.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Mayfield. He's got Adams on the hookup. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
They'll run with Fournette. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Oh, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements.
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the coach, and we're set to bring you coverage from Madden Ultimate Team.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles on 1st and 10. They're ready to roll.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Wentz. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
All right, now look at 56.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Come on now, let's go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go. 180.
Now it's a Giant. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. Back deep is Tavon Austin. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A nice catch there by Jerry Rice. And when you look at the yardage he compiled in his NFL career, it seems staggering at 22,985 yards. But let's put a little context here.
Yeah, we ran the numbers earlier. Larry Fitzgerald, who was contemplating retirement this past offseason, would need 7 more 1,000-yard seasons to break Jerry Rice's record.
That's context.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Mayfield now looking deep for his tight end. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zach Ertz as the first half is winding down. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6.
That's it. There you
So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Here they come, here they come,
Time for
here
a
they
break.
come.
We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And it's a second down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver. We asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. From the red zone now, Mayfield. They shakes him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Nigel Bradham not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing. Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
What's that?
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on first down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Mayfield. And Adams has it complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the offense readies for a first down and 10.
Bunch set.
Ready. We waiting.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley.
That's it, baby.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
4 down, even.
Waiting.
On first down, Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ready. We waiting?
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters.
Under pressure here, and down he
That's how we
goes.
do it, baby.
Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field.
Right. He's tied right here. He's tied on the right.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Man left. Hey.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tight to the right. Move.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Tight end left.
Ready. We waiting?
Four down.
Breeze now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Breeze now on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And Beasley with it over the middle. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
50 to Mike. 50.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And it's a touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 39 yards. And the Madden Elites are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mayfield, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tavon Austin as the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
The Madden Elites offense coming back on the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
3 down. 3 down. Ready?
On second down, Elliott. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that will give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Mayfield on first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game.
This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. 41 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And it's a Jacksonville touchdown. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again.
Tight ends left. 4 down, 4 down.
Ready? We waiting?
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
Ready?
They've got the
Ready?
lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Breeze now. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready? Yellow waiting, yellow waiting.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey,
Ready.
throw it out here 100
Ready.
times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Outside's coming, outside's coming.
Wait side, wait side.
They'll look to throw. And that's caught by Beasley.
Here we go.
And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chain. Back to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Ready?
He's back to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski.
Crash.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? Yellow waiting.
Single.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Ready? We're waiting.
3 down.
Running with Elliott. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The 1st-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they him short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that. And that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And this is Ertz with it, right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw, Mayfield, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll go with a big back Fournette. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Well, going. I'm Brandon Gaudin. He's Charles Davis. Full disclosure, we both have mittens. We both have coats on them here in the booth. This one, it's going to be interesting.
I've got the long johns, the socks, the boots, you name it.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Cody Latimer now on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Giants on 1st and 10, their offense ready to go.
We got 4.
Now sit. No blue 80.
Mike's 54.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Shotgun now for Manning. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw. So Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Brilliant tackle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah.
And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So some drama down to the very end of this ball game, Charles, on that final kickoff. They were hoping to break free, some sort of miracle play, but Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Mayfield. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they've come in here and stolen one on. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
The Sentinels offense here, set to go on a 1st and 10.
Double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Luck. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So now here's Luck as his guys will go for 2 here. Not only do you get the lead here in the final stages, but you do it in dramatic fashion with a one-handed catch.
The ability to go up, take it with one hand, and appear to close the game out. The shock that you see down on the field from the guys trying to cover him, that was an amazing play.
Fielded about a yard deep. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got 2 teams. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ertz has it left side. And now running right through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
All right, now,
So
look at
signs
56.
of life in
Look at
what's been a
56.
dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through it, he's got plays. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Yeah, baby.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
From the gun, Mayfield. He can run for it, and he will.
Lay down.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jerry Rice, 38 yards. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now it's gone. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me.
Now gone. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Woods. And he coughed it up. And the defense has come up with it.
We're going to shut you down.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And now whistles blow here. Play has stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their heads.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
Gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Calais Campbell in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Woo, that's what I'm talking about.
Now he'll spike it here with 20 seconds to go on the clock. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Goff now to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Goff on first down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now this offense about ready to take over again and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. So how many practices we've watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 37. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Hey, we got four. We got 4 down. Hunt.
And now down to 24 seconds after the spike.
Tight right. Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Back to throw. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the spike comes with 9 seconds left to go.
It's our time. It's our time.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Green 39.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and